In the words of the great Alpha Trion, 1, 2, 3, go!
What do you mean, Handy Hands called and cancelled? Yeah, we tried to set up this meeting a long time ago. What happened? Oh, he had to go buy some new gloves, huh? Oh, great. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Well, how am I supposed to do the review? You know the review's on 2 Transformers today, right? What? Even I can do them, they're so easy? Okay, well, we'll find out. Anyway, today's review will be on 2 Transformers, and my friend over there is telling me that I can do them. Now, it's a well-known fact that although I really love Transformers, I hate reviewing them. Because, number 1, I make all of my reviews in one take, you know, pausing in between cuts, and I would have to transform the thing. Well, while the camera over there is paused, you know, it could mess up. So I get real scared the longer the transformation takes, so I don't like to do Transformers reviews. So, that explains it, I hope. And if not, I just don't because I'm lazy. But anyway, what? I know, you said that already. Now, he's telling me over there that they're really easy this time. Well, they better be. So today's review will be on the following. Today's review will be on the Playskool heroes, Transformers Rescue Bots. Holy cow! Oh, look, it does say 3 to 7 ages. So I guess, you know, you could have done this one in the Stone Age, maybe I don't know. But anyway, who are we looking at there? There's a guy trying to punch us in the face, and his name is Blurr, because he's got 2 R's. Maybe he's just really cold. But there he is looking awesome. Now, this is one of the new Rescue Bots characters on the cartoon, and I really like Blurr. He's an arrogant jerk. I don't know why I would like him, but I do. But anyway, it says over there, easy to do. Yeah, I hope so, because have you seen my hands? They are pathetic. But anyway, it says a robot to rescue, and apparently you have to follow the arrow that way, and look, it's a robot. But if you go backwards, it's to a race car. So they had that backwards. The arrow should have been facing the other way, but hey, you can't have everything. But anyway, there's Blurr, and he's brand new on the cartoon. He's a new character that's joined the Rescue Heroes or Rescue Bots or whatever they're called. What are they called? Rescue Bots. Call them Rescue Heroes because that's the other Playskool line. But anyway, there he is looking very cool. Now, not only is he going to be joining us for the review, but he also bought his friend Salvage, which, until I looked at his name, I thought his name was Scavenge. I don't know why, but I've been thinking his name was Scavenge this entire time. And oh, it's Salvage. Ah, dyslexia, you love to destroy my brain. But anyway, there he is looking very cool. Now, this character here on the cartoon reminds me a lot of my good buddy felzbug. Look at that! He's kind of green, he's got those teeth. I don't know, there's just something about him. Look, the little glowing eyes. It's felzbug in robot form. I love it. But anyway, he even kind of sort of talks like him. He talks kind of slow and a little southern or whatever. I don't know. I can't do that kind of accent. But anyway, there he is looking pretty cool. Now this one, when I saw him, I was like, ah, it's so awesome. I don't know. I just like these 2 new characters here. They just look so cool. So let's look at the back of the package, shall we? So here's the back of Blurr's package. And as it says here, new rescue recruit, Blurr races to the rescue. No it doesn't. I've seen the cartoon. He's kind of a jerk and he would run the other way. But anyway, there he is looking very cool. Now the back of the figure here, he's got a few more paint apps that the toy doesn't have. The toy's just got a gray fin there on the back. It doesn't have the green or the logo painted or anything like that, which is kind of sad. But then it shows here the vehicle form, and that looks awesome. I think he looks so cool, and it shows that you pull his fin back and he transforms, which is one of the things I really like about these Rescue Bots, how easy they transform, and they look pretty good. Now, most of the toys from the Rescue Bots line they don't look very screen accurate. Now, these 2 guys look pretty good. I mean, they look, you know, closer than the other ones do. Now, there's a new line of the Rescue Bots main characters. They're rescan versions. Now, they don't transform into the vehicles they use the most on the cartoon, but the robots look pretty close to the way they do on the cartoon. So, you know, I guess you gotta get it, you know, however you can get it, apparently. But anyway, there's the bottom of the package, and you can see there it's got Blades and Optimus Prime. And that looks very cool. Now, moving over here, we will find it has new rescue recruit Salvage hauls away debris and clears the way for rescue. And he's probably making something out of that debris because that's what he does on the cartoon. He likes to, you know, take simple things that look like junk and turn them into things. He's like, you need a ladder? Okay, I'll make one out of these pipes I found. But anyway, there's his little dump truck, garbage truck, whatever you want to call that. That looks so cool. I think he's a recycle truck, like a garbage truck. And I really like that on the cartoon, instead of the Rescue Bots logo there on his chest, he's got like the recycling logo either on his chest or on his back. I can't remember which, but I think it's right there. So, but I wish he had that on the toy, but that's okay. But there he is, looking pretty cool. Now, about those symbols, by the way, on their chests. Yeah, if you look at their symbols on their chest, it's an Autobot symbol surrounded by like a shield or a crest or whatever. This one you can barely see because it's so brightly washed out by the light. But yeah, it looks a lot like the logo there. So, it's funny, but that symbol there looks a lot like the new symbols that they're using on the Robots in Disguise line with the little, like, scanny, I don't know, circle, I don't know, lines, I don't know. That circle thing that goes around it looks a lot like their symbols, which is kind of weird. It reminds me of that. Now, it's not, but it's almost like they've drawn the two lines together in a way. So there they are in the package for the very last time, so I say, we open them! And you sure we're not going to need handy hands to transform these? I mean, because I asked him like 2 weeks ago to come help me transform a Transformer for Transformers reviews, and he said he would be here. You sure we can do these? It's not that hard. I know it says easy to do, I saw that. Okay, let's get on with the review. Now, in order to remove them from the package, you have to cut these little, like, you know, spider web string thingamabobbers that are on there holding them into place. Now, this one was hard enough to cut it without ruining the package, but that one there was inside the robot mode, and you had to, like, reach underneath there to cut it. So be very careful if you're trying to save the packages. I don't know why you would. Maybe you like the pictures. Now here they are, fresh out of the package, and they look awesome! And I have to say, they must be easy to transform, because Blurr has transformed himself at least twice already. So, you have to be very careful removing them from the package, or you're like, hey, this is just a car, it's not a robot. It was a robot, now it's a car. That's really wild. But anyway, there they are, looking pretty cool, so let's look at them one at a time, shall we? Now, since he's in such a hurry, here's Blurr saying, check me out, I am awesome. And you know what? I have to agree, he is. Now, I do wish, like, repro labels could make stickers for these guys to make them even more screen accurate, because he's got, like, these little lightning bolt things on his shoulders. See? Like that. And you can also see that he's got a little bit more design on his face and stuff like that. He's got more of a face. Here, he looks like he's got, like, a mouth guard or something. But anyway, it still looks pretty cool. And, but anyway, there's the figure looking very neat indeed, and I like him a lot. Now, let's look at him from behind, shall we? Now, here's Blurr from behind, and as you can see, he looks pretty good, even for just a simple Transformer. I mean, these are pretty neat little robots, and plus, they're only $6.97. I mean, I think you get more than your money's worth, because it's cool because they do the auto-transform thing, and they look really good. I like them. But anyway, let's look at him from the front and then transform him. Now, according to the instructions, you just pull the fin forward and it transforms. So, let's turn him into a car, shall we? And there he is! Looking awesome! Now, on the back of the package, it actually looked like, or I should say on the bottom of the package, it looked like you had to flip his feet down manually. Like you flip him up and his arms and stuff go in and his legs go together, but you have to flip the front of the car down. Because see, if you look there, it looks like you have to do it yourself, where his feet are. But no, this toy did it all by itself. I mean, I think that is very cool. I mean, what you see is exactly what he went from robot to car. And I think that is awesome. Here he is from behind. You can see his little head there, inside there. Hiding, and then over there's some more of his wheels, and he looks so cool. But yeah, I'm very happy with Blurr. Let's see what we think of Salvage. Now here's my little Salvage, looking very cool indeed, and I love him. He just looks like he eats other Transformers, doesn't he? Oh, felzbug. But anyway, there he is, looking very cool, and I think this is another one that looks really neat. And this is pretty close to the way he looks on the cartoon, too, except for those orange claw things right there that are standing up actually laid on his back. But that's okay. You can't have everything. There he is from... Oh, look, his little head looks like a fist or a paw. But anyway, there he is looking pretty cool. You grab his arms and you kind of pull them backwards, and then he transforms himself. So let's see if that works, shall we? And boy, does it ever. Oh my goodness, this is awesome. I think he looks so cool. Now, when you flip his arms around, it almost looks like he's not going to go together all the way, but his arms, the blue part there, have to push downward in order to snap into place. And once you do, I mean, you've got a really cool little garbage truck, recycling truck, whatever you want to call this thing. He looks amazing. Now here he is from behind, and I think it would have been really cool if inside that gray part there where it's hollow, if they would have like sculpted little bottles and stuff or pipes. That would have been really neat. And like if you could have seen more like junk inside there, that would have been really cool. But that's okay. So here he is from the other side, and he kind of looks like a caterpillar or a bug or something with antennas sticking out. That is awesome, though. I think these toys are very, very cool. Plus, they're Transformers that I can transform, so they get points for that, too. Now, I didn't mention it, but Blurr has no points of articulation as a car there, or, I'm sorry, as a robot there. You can't move anything, but Salvage over there, you can totally move his arms around and stuff like that. So they spin and everything, and they stick out. So that's kind of cool. Plus, he actually has little holes in his hands if they had weapons or guns or whatever. He does too, but you couldn't point him at anybody. But that's okay. He's too busy transforming and running away as it is. But anyway, there they are looking awesome! So there's my review of the Rescue Bots, or Blurr and Salvage, and I think they look awesome. Now, I used to have all of the original Rescue Bots toys, but I ended up getting rid of them because they weren't very screen accurate, and it kind of annoyed me in a way, but they were still cool toys. Now, I'm really hoping that they'll take a cue from these two guys and make small ones like this of the main characters, but more in their normal modes, because like, what was it? The fire truck guy is actually a boat now and stuff like that. I'd rather have him as the fire truck. But the robot modes are awesome. They just don't look much like they do in the cartoon as, you know, as their vehicle modes, so their robot forms sort of suffer because of it. You know, if you're a boat, you don't have a big ladder on your back. But anyway, they still look awesome, and I really like these guys a lot. And hey, if you want to get them, go get them. They're cheap, and they're awesome, and I highly recommend them. So until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews! Come on, felzbug, come on. Hey, what's the deal with Handy Hands? Was he just too busy to show up or what? Holy cow, man. I needed him for my Transformers review.